What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Now, today's Wednesday. We got 2 more days for internationals for North America, and today we're gonna talk about some tips or tricks that you might need for the national or the international championship if you're going. I did make a post on Hey Fonte, so these are all like community suggestion posts. So hopefully these are all good, and if they're not, I'll tell you if they're bad or not. And at the end, we'll have some more as well. But we're gonna go over some of these and see what people have suggested, which I think it's a good thing for new players who are coming. And I know there's going to be a lot of new players who are coming to internationals who've never played in a big tournament like this. And even though if you played at regionals, I promise, like, the setting is going to feel so much different than playing at regionals. Like, especially now that you need a badge to get in there, and there's going to be, like, so many people. Also, Nationals has hit cap for, like, it has kit cap, so like people cannot even sign up anymore. I don't know what the number is of how many people are there, but still that means there's probably around like 1,500 masters, maybe even more than that. I don't know how many spots they had, but they have filled up all the way. But I made a post on Hey Fonte saying, what are some tips or tricks you would give to a new person who has never played a national championship? Now, obviously, you should have said in internationals or international championship, but nobody has played an international championship if you're North America and you didn't travel to the other ones. So that's why I said national championship, because they're going to be kind of the same thing, but different countries can now enter this competition, and so it's going to be a little bigger. It's going to almost be like a mini world, maybe even a bigger world. It's just not as, I don't know. Don't want to say competitive is the right thing. It's going to be super competitive. I'm just not sure how to say that. But let's go over these tips and tricks and see what people have said. So, Will Jenkins says, for juniors and seniors, it's a very long tournament day one, especially if they are new to the game. And that's going to be true. It's going to be 9 rounds. You're probably looking at 10 to 11 hours of playing. So make sure you are prepared for that. And the comments say, so he said, bring snacks, waters, and a good night rest. Now, yeah, and I think this is all fine. I think at the Indiana Convention Center, or the Indianapolis Convention Center, you could bring snacks and water in there. I don't think there's anybody taking those away. I know water for sure, that you could bring your own water in there. Snacks, probably I wouldn't see why people would argue with that. But yeah, definitely bring water. Drinks are going to be expensive there. You need something to drink for every round. And Alex Hilly said, even for masters, those are all the good things to bring. So yeah, bring some snacks, bring some water, get a good night rest. I know a lot of people stay up all night. They worry about their deck lists, their decks, and stuff like that. But just make sure you get at least like 6 hours sleep. 8 is obviously what you want to hit. Like that's the golden number for the most part. But make sure you get plenty of sleep. You bring some water, bring a water bottle. I know I'll have one with me. I always have a smart water on me. They're big. I like the smart water because they're really large and they're easy to contain. And I like how it has a pop top, so it's a lot of fun to play with too as well. But as somebody said, especially for masters, so even for masters, and somebody said we're all little children on the inside anyways. Snacks and water are essential for all players. Cliff bars are great and hold up well in a backpack. And that's true. Anything that you can put in your backpack is really good to have. Make sure you bring it around for nationals. It's not going to like spill or spoil while being in your bag. So make sure you keep that around. Make sure to drink and eat between rounds. Don't worry about your collective record player. Each round, one game at a time. Play each round one game at a time, get a good night's sleep. Alright, so this is kind of a good thing. Make sure you drink plenty of water. You don't need to be like super hungry, especially against a match, but have water during a match. Your opponent's not going to be mad if you drink water during a match, something like that. Eat between rounds. You don't want to go around hungry, because then you're thinking about the hunger, you're not thinking about the round really, and you're going to be worried too much. And don't worry about your collective record. Play each round one at a time. What this means, let's say you lose round 1, you're like, oh man, now I'm in trouble, I've lost 1 game, I'm not going to make cut anymore, blah, blah, blah. Don't really worry about that, just play 1 round at a time. Just you need to concentrate on that 1 round and don't focus too much on losing or winning. Just play around each round like it's a brand new game for sure. Someone said, yes, you don't want to end up like me in my last League Cup where I didn't eat or drink anything at all, and became so lightheaded I began using Lele's for Pokemon and Ultra Balls for supporters. It's a good point there. Don't drop lots to learn, especially in the later matches, okay? Someone said in the later matches are the hilarious ones too. In addition to this, losing sucks and you'll start hating the game after 2 consecutive 3 losses or ties. If you play every match to your best ability and don't actively focus on your record, you will have a clear head and win more games. So don't drop learn lots to learn, especially in later matches. This is true. Yeah, you can play against people, learn why your mistakes are made, maybe get better at the game, just playing like overall. Like let's say you go 0-3, you can't make cut anymore, and you're like, oh man, what can I do? Well, you can just play the rest of the rounds and just play Pokemon. I mean, that's what we all came here for, right? Nationals here to play Pokemon, have a lot of fun. But also, I can see some people who want to drop. That does happen a lot. You want to go drop, hang out with friends. This is especially right now, like since it's like internationals, you might have some friends from foreign countries who don't come there. Maybe you only see these friends once a year. You would like hang out with them. I would not be mad if you drop, but it does happen. A lot of people are going to drop. We're going to drop from 1,500 to 600 players, how many there is, really quickly after 3 rounds. Because I'm pretty sure you have to go 7-2 to make cut in this regionals or this nationals, and some people, once they lose 3, they're going to be out. They're like, all right, I can't make cut anymore. I don't see a point. I'm going to hang out, do side events, go check out the other stuff. There's a lot of stuff to do at nationals as well, so you might just want to go hang out and just participate in that stuff. Either way, I mean, both of them, I'm not going to be mad at whatever you decide to do for sure. Someone said, of course, get plenty of sleep, play something you're comfortable with, and don't let the atmosphere freak you out. It's just another tournament. And that is very true. Once again, get enough sleep. We cannot stress this enough. You need to get enough sleep. You need to make sure you're good to go. And you're not tired. If you're tired, you're not thinking correctly. You're not making the correct moves. You're just not doing stuff correctly, obviously. So that's the big key thing there. Make sure you get enough sleep for sure. Someone said, okay, you also say play something you're comfortable with, and don't let the atmosphere freak you out. And this is another big thing. The night before, a lot of people do make deck changes, and I've been set on Decidueye for like weeks. Like, if you ask any of my friends, like, yeah, Squeaky's playing Decidueye. He is 100% playing Decidueye. I've been dedicated for this deck for 2 months, been playing it, can tell you how to play every against matchup, what to do against XYZ, everything is like set in stone. I'm playing Decidueye, and no matter what happens, like if the night before I'm testing and I go like 0 and like 13, I just lose every game, I'm still playing Decidueye. Like, that is not going to change. I think that's the key there. I mean, unless somebody like super like breaks the format and like, hey, this deck beats everything, blah blah blah, XYZ, then maybe you switch. But even then, I probably wouldn't switch. Like last year, I stuck with Vescaline Vileplume pretty much all the way through. The year before that, when did I play the year before that? Oh, Evatol. We played Evatol. I think it was Evatol like Ninetales, and then the year before that, I played Verosia Genesect. So every year I've stuck with the same deck, like probably a month before, and just whatever happens, happens. It's either gonna be your day or not, and that's the big thing here. So, and they don't let the atmosphere freak you out. Like I said, it's going to be like 1,500 Masters there. It's going to seem humongous. It's going to have all these Masters, all these juniors and seniors, and then you have the parents and people who can't play, people who missed registration, people who did side events, and then people who are there just to see their friends. So there's going to be so many people there. So yeah, just don't freak out. Just pretend you're at a League Cup or something, and it's just happened to be a 9-round League Cup, or like a league. Like you're at a league and you're playing 9 rounds just for fun. Just pretend it's that. Stay clear-headed. Don't freak out and be good to go. Someone said breakfast is key, and that is very true. I see some players who don't, or I hear players who don't eat breakfast. And that's probably the worst mistake you can make in my eyes. I personally have to eat breakfast every day. Maybe like a couple of bananas or apples or something. If I were at a really good place, maybe have like some sausage or eggs, depending on where you're staying at. But every like hotel has like fruit there at the lobby. Like, so you should easily have like apples or bananas, which is really good for you. That's what I personally eat every morning when I'm going to work, and it usually keeps me well rounded all day. But, I mean, you can have, like, sausages, eggs. Some people say don't eat too much. I mean, it's kind of up to you. Know your body. Know what you like to eat and stuff like that. And somebody said, he also said ample sleep as well. Cannot stress this enough. Some mid-round snacks would be good to pick me up as well. And take it as another term, and don't let the size intimidate you. You're playing regular people just like you. And that's very true. You're going to play 9 rounds. There's going to be a billion people there. So you're going to be playing people who are just like you. They really don't, they're here to have fun, they're here to play. But sometimes you might get paired against those good people, like the Jessica Zniskis or the Prams, or, all those people that people are put on pedestals. But even then, if you do play against them, just look at them as another person. Don't freak out. Keep your cool. And you can easily beat them. I've beaten these people as well, and you can too. Anybody can do it. So make sure you check that out, and just take it as another tournament. I can't stress this enough. And Garrett Williamson said, remain calm and have fun. I've met some of the most amazing people through getting paired versus them in a big tournament. Tied with a couple people. And this is a key thing here. Garrett used to have one of my favorite YouTube channels, Hot Ghost of Silver Prime. And I met him like 5 or 6 years ago, and I was really excited to have fun. And that's one of the coolest things, is you can meet people who you've always wanted to meet, hang out with, talk to, and I mean, that's happened to me and Garrett. a couple years ago, so that was pretty exciting. And yeah, just have fun, meet amazing people like you said. He's met Jack Willinger, Andrew Ramey, and Paul Johnson. He's met through them, he's actually met them. He says through getting paired versus them. So sometimes your opponents could become some of your best friends. So that's something to look into as well. Bill Angel, he said, have fun. And that's true. You're here to have fun. Yes, there's a lot of stress. Yes, you want to win. Yes, you want to blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you can go on and on about what, yes, you could. But have fun. You're coming here. You don't be stressed out. Don't worry. I mean, you need to worry, but don't put yourself in a really bad spot. You need to make sure that you're okay. You enjoy to have around, and even if you do bad, you still need to have fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun for sure all weekend, and that's the most thing here. I mean, just have fun. I'm gonna have fun. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm gonna have a fun 5 days there. It's gonna be, I'm gonna hang out with my friends, hang out with people I don't see a lot, and it should be a great time. Paul Johnson said, yeah, just enjoy the experience and have fun with it. In the end, it's a card game. If you focus on having fun and not stressing about winning all the time, it can be mentally healthy for you. And that's true. If you put a lot of stress on yourself, you're gonna put yourself down. You're gonna start worrying, and you're gonna put yourself in a bad spot and put too much on yourself for sure. Bill Angel said, you start off having fun, then once you get there, then you really start trying to get more serious. But yeah, you have fun, all goes good. Or just say, don't get salty. And that's a big thing. Don't get salty. And last weekend I was at League Cup, and I saw people would lose, and they would get so mad. They would get so frustrated. They'd be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, just start throwing stuff. I'm like, man, calm down. It's just Pokemon, man. We're here to have fun. What are you doing? Like, oh my goodness, stuff happens. And just try to have fun. You see Paul Johnson said, yeah, I tried to have fun at last year's Nationals. No one can be last because he was interviewing a Pokemon at the time. All my stress went away and to play the best of my ability. I even got a game lost. That resulted in me losing my match, but he still managed to make top 4. Paul Johnson, of course, made top 4 last year. I want to say with... I'm not sure. Vespiquen Vileplume? No, it wasn't Vespiquen. I can't remember what deck he played. No, he played like a water deck? I don't know. I think it was like a water deck. I can't remember what Paul played. No, he beat Fred playing Vespiquen Vileplume. I can't remember what Paul played. Sorry, Paul. I think it was a water deck, though. Quote me that if you remember, guys, down below. But, yeah, so Paul, you know, he had a game loss and still kept it calm. He didn't really do anything crazy, and he still made top 4 at the U.S. Nationals last year. Oh, Lord. Colton Day. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a bad post to read. So this is exactly what you don't want to do. He says be stressed all the time. We've already, said don't be stressed. Go into each round thinking about what a loss to tie would do to you. Don't do that either. You need to just keep positive. Don't worry about if you lose. Just say you're going to win this game no matter what. Get super angry once you know you can't make cut anymore, even if you win out. Oh my goodness. Roll Shark everyone. This is Nats. No easy buckets. Now I will say that don't be scared to call a judge. He says roll shark everyone. Don't roll shark anybody. But if somebody makes a play, don't be scared to call a judge. Yeah, I mean, if they meant to or not, that does not matter. You need to call a judge. You need to get it fixed, and that's something for sure you need to do over this weekend. Don't stop worrying until standards are posting. Oh my goodness. Oh, don't do that either. Just keep cool. Just keep playing Pokemon. Chill out. These are things I do that have worked out in the past and hope they will help. Alright, sure, whatever. You can see everybody just like laughing. Like it just has a ton of... It's got the most likes, so maybe follow along, but I would not suggest. I think it's... I don't know. Don't worry about that. Alright, so pretty much what everyone else has said. Drink a lot of water, get good sleep, play a deck you're comfortable with. Don't get too upset if you misplay, because one, it happens to everybody, and that's true. Everybody makes misplays, everybody makes mistakes. It happens. It's Pokemon, nobody's perfect. Blah, 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 blah. If you're newer, you're not there to win it all, you're just there to have fun and learn. Okay, don't go into that mindset. You still need to go in to have fun, yeah. But go in thinking, I got this. I can win. I can become a national champion. Just because it's your first year playing does not mean you cannot win. Do not think about that. I think it's actually the wrong advice. You should get somebody. Also, trying to make friends at nationals is cool since there's peeps from all around. And that is 100% true. Some of my best friends are through Pokemon that I only meet once every couple weeks. And, and literally because of Pokemon. So make sure you meet good friends. So make sure you check that out for sure. Ben Potter is trolling. He said, don't sweat it because you'll never have to play one again. He's saying that because there's not a nationals anymore, because it's internationals. But like I said, there hasn't been internationals before, so you can't really ask for advice for that. Someone said bring your own water bottle, first of all. And like I said this before, I 100% agree. You need to bring your own water bottle. Maybe you just buy like a refillable water bottle. Seriously, drinks are expensive and you'll get very thirsty throughout the day. Next thing is to focus on each match. We've talked about this before. Don't worry about your past or future. Focus on the now. Make sure you focus on the match and make sure you make the correct plays. Don't linger what happened, and don't worry about what you played before. Just you need to keep on the now. You also just want to have fun. Don't focus on winning. You have a set. You have to set smaller goals and not to try to overwhelm yourself by winning. Shoot for maybe a top 128 or a day 2 at least. Most important of all, make new friends. Look forward to tournaments because I get to meet the friends I have made years ago, and I cannot stress this enough. What's wrong with me? Enough. Like I said before, some of my best friends are through meeting through my Pokemon tournaments, and I would not change that for the world for sure. Until you play in Roanoke Regionals and they confiscate your steel bottle of water at the door, blah, blah, blah. Don't worry about that. You're going to have a water bottle this time around. All right. It's really simple. Drew said it's really simple. Make sure the night before you fill out your deck list, sleeve your deck, and double check your list. And this is very important. You need to make sure your deck list is 100% accurate because they will come down on you. If you write... Sycamore, I think Sycamore might be one. I don't know. Like, if you write Ninetales GX, make sure you write a Alolan Ninetales GX because there's not a Ninetales GX. Just make sure your deck list is correct. The words say the same exact thing. You just write everything clearly. I know a couple years ago they had a big incident where, like, people had Juniper on the deck list and not Professor Juniper, and there was like Cedric Juniper and Professor Juniper, so people are like, I don't know which Juniper you're playing, we're going to place those energies. And Pokemon can still do that. Any moment they can be like, hey, your deck list is incorrect, we're going to place those energies, blah, blah, blah. So make sure you double, triple, quadruple, have your friend check it, make sure there's 60 on your list. You just need to make sure there's 60 on your list. Set up a good wake-up call. And this is true, don't be rushing down the hallway, like running, like sprinting, like saying, hey, I gotta make it. Like, make sure you set up some time to get there. I usually like to get there like 30 minutes before the tournament starts, just to walk around, once again, talk to my friends, make sure everything is okay, make sure my friends made it. If my friends didn't make it, I'm calling them, saying, hey, wake up, what are you doing? Shower and eat a good breakfast, and have a quick lunch option too. And this is a good thing to say, shower. You don't have to necessarily shower the day before, but definitely the night or day before. It's going to be a long tournament. There's going to be 1,800 people here, and I know a lot of people are going to agree with this. Make sure you shower, you wear deodorant, you smell nice and clean, because at the end of the day, you're going to smell bad no matter what. So we need to prevent this as long as possible. Make sure we're clean. We're going to be sitting all close next to each other, and I know you don't want nobody smelling bad next to you, and nobody wants them to smell bad next to them. So make sure you just, like, I don't know, wear deodorant, shower. You'd be surprised sometimes, people... you'll see what happens. You're definitely going to see it this weekend. But make sure you're good to go. You take a shower, you get ready, and you're clean. So that's a good thing to remember. Remember to put out your prizes. That is a big thing. Put out your prizes, because if you don't, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get a penalty for sure. Maybe a game loss. I'm not 100% sure what that ruling is. I guess it happened to Drew to not put his prizes out, so make sure you check on that. Most important tip here is to shower. And you can see it had 9 likes. Like, a lot of people are saying, hey, make sure you shower for sure. Someone said wear pants. I only wear shorts to these tournaments, so you're gonna definitely see me in gym shorts, especially since it's hot. Someone said don't poop your pants more than twice. Sorry about that, guys. We're trying to keep whatever, it happens. These things always start a few minutes late. And that is true. There's gonna be like there are going to be people who complain that it's taking too long, rounds in between, but there's going to be like almost 2,000 people there. It's going to take a few minutes sometimes to set up, and things are going to happen. A judge might put in something correctly, might scan the wrong barcode, and actually gave the wrong person the win side. There's going to be repairings, maybe. There might be a computer crash, maybe. There might be all these like maybe ifs, ands, or buts, so don't complain if like it happens, like if whatever, it takes too long to do something, just there. If it's taking too long in between rounds, just go hang out with friends. It's gonna be like an 11-hour tournament. Just keep that in mind for sure. Someone said best advice I can give is believe in yourself. Even if you lose, try to see what went wrong, where you learn, pick up from yourself. The next round, have fun, and most importantly, enjoy yourself. And that is true. One thing I like to do in between rounds is to see why I lost. Did I make a mistake? Did my opponent just outplay me? Did I not hit the right cards at the right time? Could I fix this? And one thing you could do is have a notepad and maybe write it. I mean, everybody has a cell phone, so you can write in your cell phone like, hey, should have did this, blah, blah, blah. Make sure you check that next time. And maybe that can help you out for sure to make sure you don't do that again. Andrew Wimble said, print out deck list and write it the night before. Double, triple, quadruple check it. No use getting penalties for an illegal deck list at the beginning of a tournament of the year. At the biggest tournament of the year. And that is, like I've said before, you need to make sure everything's correctly. I don't care if that card name is like 50 words long. You have to write every single word. Make sure you do that. Don't get wasted on Thursday night. Save that for when you're mathematically limited from the tournament. My thing is, if you're old enough to drink, don't drink too crazy no matter what. That's my first thing. And if you're not, don't drink at all. I mean, especially the night before the biggest tournament. Like we said earlier, you need enough sleep, and getting, if you don't know, wasted is getting drunk. If you're the younger audience. So if you're older, you should control yourself, for sure. Have fun both and off the court, and that's 100%, like I said, on and off the court. I mean, we're here to have fun. That's the key thing here. Avoid the convention center food places. The food items there is worse than the elementary school cafeteria food. Go into the Circle Center Food Mall Court for the quality food. And the food court is like maybe a 10-minute walk, maybe 15. But there's going to be over 2,000 people there, and they might not even have a lunch break. They've done it before. Don't be surprised if they don't have a lunch break. Prepare yourself. If they don't have a lunch break, have these snacks that people are talking about. Be prepared. Be good to go. Now, you could finish the game early and like rush the cafeteria. Rush the food court, rush back. You could have friends that drop for the tournament. You could have friends not playing in the tournament and then give you food as well. But they will have a convention center food there, and it's really expensive, and it's not that good, like Andrew said. Lots of Pokemon players will conquer it at Steak and Shake. Despite this, the food is not good, and that is true. I mean, I think the reason why people go to Steak and Shake is it's open all night, so a lot of people go there to eat. I mean, I like it because the milkshakes are fantastic. I mean, milkshakes are my favorite food. I guess it's a favorite food, but for sure. Next up, he says, play to win, not to tie. You'll most likely need to go 7-2, so tied are very little use. The only way multiple ties would be useful if you went 6-3 or 7-2. So just go for the wins every round and play fast. And that's true. I've said this before in my other videos. You need to play as fast as you can, but make sure you don't make mistakes. We need to get out of there. We need to make sure we get that win. Don't make any ties, and because once you start getting that like 6-1-2, you're like gonna start crying. You're gonna be mad at yourself because now you can't make cut. Because you're going to need 21 points for sure. I'm pretty sure 21. It's gonna be like, yeah, you need 21 for sure to get in there. Let's see what the replies say. Rule 2 is optional. I don't think Austin Vance is even up to drink. Austin, whatever. I feel like the U.S. has some magical aspects of restaurants, and there's like a bunch of fast food all around. The tournament venues over here, like in Europe, it's like, so you want to go eat McDonald's or have a kebab, okay? Yeah, so let's move on. 7-Eleven has pizza for $5. It's a good use investment, especially if you're splitting with a friend. Play with clear card sleeves to remind yourself that this is a children's card game. That's true. You could play with clear card sleeves. I only play with pink Dragon Shield, so maybe it's not going to work so well. Be nice to everyone, and don't judge people because you're going up playing a children's card game. And this is true. I see some people make fun of people all the time, and I don't know why. I don't get it. We're all here playing Pokemon, so like, what are you doing? We're here to have fun. So don't be mean to people. Just respect people. Have fun. Don't say anything rude or bad. Just keep positive all the day, and it'd be fantastic. Someone said there's literally not a single 7-Eleven remotely closed. Someone said there's 7... Oh, so never mind. Don't do the 7-Eleven option. There's not one close by. Thank you, John, for that suggestion. Even if you for future tournaments you want to. Cody Jennings said, "Find me there and get free Ultimate Guard swag for just a low cost of a picture with you and with the swag and your name." So if you know Cody Jennings, I guess he's giving away swag or something. All right. I'm not sure who that is, but go find Cody Jennings. All right. So bring a complete competitive 60 cards standard Pokemon deck and sleeve. That's true. We already been over that. Bring extra sleeves and know when to scoop to save time in your matches. But that is good for every tournament, and that is true, Santiago. Bring extra sleeves. If a sleeve tears or rips, you need to replace it, because if you don't, you didn't have an illegal sleeves. So you need to make sure you have enough extra sleeves. I usually buy the Dragon Shields. They have 100 count, if I remember correctly. So you have like 40 extra sleeves. So buy something with that has like 15 extra sleeves, 10 to 15 extra sleeves, just in case. And know when to scoop. If you know you're going to lose this match, I know some people get in the mindset of, hey, I can make a comeback, I can beat this, I got this, I can come back and win. Don't do that. I mean, unless it's like really, really like relevant, like really, really noticeable that you can win, and like, hey, once I knock out this Pokemon, I can easily make a comeback. But know when to scoop. Going back to Andrew's thing is you need to know, like, you need to not tie, and not tying is scooping. So make sure you pay attention to that. Know when to scoop game 1 if you're losing, maybe even game 2. Like if you won game 1 and game 2 is taking a very long time, and you know that, hey, I'm probably not going to win this, probably to scoop up. Because the good thing about losing is you get to choose to go first the next game, and you already get advantage because you're going first. I don't care what anybody says, going first is a huge advantage in this game right now. Somebody said my best advice is don't forget Hex Maniac when Deciduous is the most popular deck. Don't know if it's, I definitely don't think it's the most popular deck. Someone said register early. Like I said, registration is closed, so if you missed it, then sorry about that. Someone said have fun, be there early, and bring Febreze. Don't know if you need Febreze. Definitely bring like deodorant, for sure. Don't bring like Axe spray or something, because then you're gonna make yourself stink, because then you're putting like spray on top of funk. So like, don't do that. But be there early. Yes, be there early. Yeah, for sure. Be there super early. Make sure you have enough time. You have all your stuff. You're good to go and all that kind of good stuff. Remember, you can't switch your active with a bench Pokemon you drove Mulligan. That's true. And analyze every play you make, loss, win, tie, and match to really learn about the deck and the game in general. And that is true. Make sure, yeah. And that's everything. Make sure you analyze every match. You know what mistakes you made and how to learn from it. So basically, overall, the big things here is you need to learn. We're having fun this weekend. We're all playing nationals. We're all playing a big tournament, right? So make sure you stay calm. You don't do anything crazy. And you just have fun. Like, that's all I can really say, guys. It's going to be a long tournament. It's going to be 9 rounds. We're going to be there all day. But this is a lot of good advice. Bring food. Get some sleep. And if you have any more advice, let me know down below. But tomorrow I'll have one more video for getting ready for Nationals. And then after that, it'll be Friday. It'll be day 1 of Nationals. Then we got top cut. And then the finals on Sunday. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a fantastic day. Alrighty. Bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.